Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to break.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, D.
Ready.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You got nothing to run.
To the air, Allen. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
Find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the ready.
Right there, 55. Check.
Go. Get it.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal.
Mike 55.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
He'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now here's Snell, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Benny Snell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
I got it. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hit it.
On first down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Titans.
Ready.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Eason almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Second and 10.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Eason going deep to the end zone for Juju. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start the drive with Lynch. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big Play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
15, Ronnie. 15 left. Go. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, it's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
The Sanders has got it complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's coming, he's fine.
On second down now, it's Lynch, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. It's complete to Chris Conley. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a
Come on, set. 50, plant.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Take 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
3.
Allen to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
54's Mike.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking long for Westbrook. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Off the bootleg, Eason. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack. Because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready? 8, read.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Allen off the play fake. Caught here by Conley. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
and a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
60 Pittsburgh. 5.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And his throw here's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first. Half.
And the Titans first down.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Tennessee.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. A nice little juke. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On second down, Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Looking to throw. Eason got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 31, Jaguars 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time. For discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A first throw for the backup Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking long for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. 8 read.
All day, every day, any day.
Get it.
On 1st down, Swift. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the bootleg, Eason, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lynch running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Lynch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Draw play, and it's Snell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
58, right there. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Snap.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here? And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take it, and it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And a give this time to the tailback. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. And able to find Conley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Play action. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Grant. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.